Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island season 11 episode 16. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So we pick up at the dates. I felt like a lot was going on, so I'm only gonna mention the things that I found important to note down. Omar tells Matilda that he doesn't have a type, which I don't believe, but okay. He says that Matilda's eyes are dangerous. Connor's first relationship was at 26, I think he said, and he's only had two, one blonde and one brunette. Grace says that she goes for a manly man with dark features, but is not closed off yet with Joey. Sean looked deep into Matilda's eyes and asked her what her favorite candy was. Lord, he stresses me. Nicole says that she is closed off, even though Connor did try to sway her a little bit. Will is open and Uma is getting reassured on the balcony. She's a little bit tripping out, but they're like, no, he likes you, girl, don't worry about it. Mimi says that she's enjoying her time with Ayo, but doesn't say that she's open, nor does she say that she's closed off. So that was interesting. When everyone meets the bombshells, Matilda says that she used to date Ronnie's friend, so that's how they know each other. And she says that Omar is funny, smooth, and was surprised by him. We also learned that Omar has a foot fetish, and he really likes Matilda's toes. News to us. Will was comforting, and Sean is a bit of her. Connor didn't say too much about who he likes, but he's not afraid to step on toes. So the girls are trying to hype up Sean to say, listen, Matilda is here, she's interested, do some work.
Everything that she's just described as you. Honestly, and I'm just thinking...
I know.
She liked fizzy sweets, and I guess one, watermelon slice.
That's a hard one.
I just feel like a different energy, and honestly, I feel like a new man.
I need these people in the villa to stop encouraging Sean's candy flirting. Honestly. At this point, everybody knows you're a sweets man. And if it doesn't come up in the first conversation, it's going to come up eventually. But for this to be his go-to chat-up lines every single time, it teaches him nothing about the girl he's talking to at all. So it's no surprise that with Jess, he didn't realize he was barking up the wrong tree. With the two new girls, barking up the wrong tree. With this girl here, she does seem more interested, but again, you're not taking the time to get to know the girl. You're just talking about your freaking candy business. Like, sir, no, somebody actually needs to grab him by the ear and tell him to stop. We're kind of over it. Well, at least I am. Kieran tells Nicole that he did feel a little bit of a way seeing Nicole on the date, but she says there's nothing to worry about. And he's like, no, it's all good. It's just, you know, it's natural to feel a little bit jealous. Uma is also feeling a little bit jealous after seeing Will on his date.
You trying to listen in?
Yeah, duh. What else would you do up there?
Was she?
Exactly.
But obviously I was a bit like, maybe I'm not doing enough.
No, it's just nice to hear. I don't think I've heard it yet properly. Nice to have reassurance, I think.
I'm quite like disheartened that you feel like you need reassurance.
I want to put my all into it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I need to feel that back.
Will is asking for reassurance from Uma, and Uma is shocked at the request because she feels like she's been doing a good job letting him know that she is into him. I haven't seen that from either of them. I haven't really seen reassurance from either person. They share their frustrations more so with other people than they do with each other. So that's something that they're going to have to work on if they want a relationship. Uma, in my opinion, seems like the type of person who has guys like falling over her in the real world, which is not a bad thing, but you're not often in a position where you have to give somebody reassurance because you're constantly getting the reassurance. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Anyways, the point is, I can see her feeling a little bit like a fish out of water because, like, what do you mean reassurance? Like, I'm here. What more is there to do? You don't see that I like you? And she has made it clear to the other girls that she's been very different with him than she has with the other guys like Omar and Ayo. She even says, like, when have you seen me lie down with a guy next to him all day? That's great and all, but is he perceiving that as you reassuring him? Clearly not. So he's asking for some words, give him some words. But he could also give her words too. I don't think he's been reassuring her too tough. So anyways, later on, you see Will kind of complaining that things are getting stagnant with Uma, but Uma is gassed. She's like, he said he has eyes for me. Things are great. And I'm like, I don't think that was the takeaway from the conversation, but okay. Sean has a conversation with Matilda, and he's basically running down how his journey has been so far.
So buzzing, I can't lie.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm actually so happy right now.
Are you?
Yeah, obviously I was thinking like, I've got to hit it off with someone, surely.
Well, I chose you for mine for a reason.
I mean, you did have 2 other dates, and I wish I'd done the 3 courses. Pretty smile, nice teeth, you know, and a great personality to match.
As we're all aware, we only get to see a snippet of these conversations, but again, I've yet to see Sean really inquire about a girl. Okay, so we're not talking about Candy anymore, but now you're talking about how rough your journey has been, and I'm just like, we know these people have seen it. We know they know what's going on. Like, talk about her, or even talk about yourself outside of the show. Get to know this person on a deeper level, or you're gonna get stuck in the friend zone yet again. Lord help me. Sean, like, he's a sweet boy. Every time I say that, I laugh because I don't mean the pun, but like, he really is a sweet boy. I feel like he has the potential to be a great boyfriend. He even loves relationships, according to him. But the chat is dead. I don't understand. I really don't get it. So in the morning, Sean makes Matilda some iced coffee, and the sweet boy forgot sugar. Can you imagine? The sweets boy forgot sugar. The man is discombobulated. Uma is even more gassed this morning about Will, not knowing that Will is growing more and more frustrated with their pace. Jess says that Connor is not her typical type. However, she is open to getting to know him.
You have to just be true to yourself, and I'm not someone that is gonna fake something that I don't feel. I feel like where you've come in and handled yourself, obviously you seem very mature.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm quite an edgy person when it comes to what I
got
wear.
that from what you wore last night. I thought it's not like your stereotypical.
I'm like a very I'm family orientated sort of person.
Yeah. Your mum and dad still together?
Yeah. We have to match energy, so that's probably the first I've got in a conversation since I've been here.
2 things I gotta say. Number 1, I'm actually glad he said that she's the easiest to talk to so far, because in this conversation, although it wasn't super flirty, I was thinking to myself, I can kind of see it. I can kind of see the chemistry between them. It seemed natural to me. So I'm glad that he said that. It kind of, reinforced the feelings that I was already feeling watching this conversation. Number 2, I've been watching Bridgerton, rewatching Bridgerton, let me say. Doesn't he, oh, hold on, y'all, this is my food. Doesn't he look like the guy who's playing the violin during the Lord Kilmerton and Francesca conversation? I swear they look alike. Maybe it was him, who knows? Anyways, Matilda and Harriet talk about Ronnie, and finally, it looks as if Harriet is ready to leave that behind her.
Some of his actions are just questionable, and like, I know that's hard because you're like friends with him or whatever.
Obviously Ronnie on the outside,
No,
story
with
like her, picture like her, like he's very much like that sort of boy. He's definitely a one-night stander.
Yeah, I can tell.
From what you say that you're looking for, like a person, he's not it. Do you know what I mean?
Now, it's not as if Harriet had much of a choice. I feel like Ronnie closed the door a long time ago. So, babes, get with the program. But when Matilda came in, I swear she said, oh my gosh, Ronnie, he's a great boy. He's a great guy. Like, he has a bad rap on the show. He's different on the outside. Yet now, when she's talking to Harriet, she's like, oh yeah, no, he likes posts, likes stories. He's definitely a one night stand kind of guy. He's basically community peen in my community. But hey, you're not missing out on much. And I'm thinking to myself, so what was the point of bigging up Ronnie at the beginning if this is how you actually feel about him? And this is the Ronnie who we know on the show. So this I fully believe. Whoever she was talking about before must have been Ronald, because it ain't Ronnie, okay? In the evening, Uma is building up the courage to kiss Will, thinking that he's all in on her, but he tells the crew that's not quite the vibe, which is relayed back to her by way of Grace and Tiffany.
He was like, because, you know, like, I actually don't really want to get to know the new girl. Like, I just want to, like, stay with you. I was like, interesting.
Obviously, you're open to chatting to Matilda, but I reckon, like, it'll probably push Uma away. She really likes you.
Well, that's enough for me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I do feel like he's a little bit interested.
But do you think like he meant over me?
Yes, I'm not bothered about a kiss. He was like, I'm happy to wait. Like,
Oh. I mean, oh.
I wonder, and I know the Uma stands are going to be in a tizzy. I wonder if Uma is able to take herself out of being in a competition role and just feel, just do. Because she asked, oh, well, is he feeling her more than me? Girl, forget that. Forget who else is around. You clearly like this boy. You clearly want to kiss this boy. I think maybe she's trying to do like play the long game, keep him guessing, keep him wanting. But eventually that's going to grow tired, and it seems to be the case right now. If you want to kiss him, you can kiss him. If you want to be more intimate with him, you can do that. I do also understand the fear of once you do get intimate with somebody, they tend to switch up on you, which she did voice in the conversation. So I hear that, totally valid. But when she mentioned like, oh, well, is she above me? Girl, it is a competition, but like it ain't about the competition when you're trying to connect with someone. If you like him, do the things that you want to do, girl. That's all I'm saying. So anyways, Harriet and Jess have the epiphany. They have an epiphany about Ronnie and the fact that he never really liked them the way that he likes this new girl.
And the way he's now with Tiffany, I just think.
Well, I think the way he's with Tiffany is just absolutely
It is very
mad.
bizarre.
He's the boy that likes everyone's stories under
Oh,
all the girls.
I can imagine that.
You know, he wasn't like that, so maybe
That is how he
this
wants
is
to be, yeah.
This is his
when he likes
time.
somebody.
Like I've been saying before, you can't make an honest man out of Ronnie. Ronnie has to make an honest man out of himself. Okay? There is nothing you can do to make a man do something genuinely. You can nag, you can force, but will he want to do those things genuinely? No. He'll probably do it out of resentment. Probably will do it to shut you up. Have y'all seen the trend of like the shut up rings going around? Oh Lord. It's these girls who've been in these long suffering relationships and they're begging for the ring. And the guy basically gets a ring and is like, here, damn. Is that what you want? You don't want that. Let a man choose you out of his heart. And he didn't choose neither of these girls. And they finally see that he is a different man. I don't know how long he'll keep it up. But for now, he's a different man with Tiffany than he ever was with the both of them. Take note. They play a game. Uma picks Sean to give her a lap dance. Tiffany likes Sean outside of Ronnie. Jess thinks that Connor has the best body. Harriet thinks that Tiffany and Ronnie won't last on the outside. Connor would introduce Jess to his family. You know, Connor kept choosing Jess to kiss, you know. Interesting. Ronnie doesn't snog the girls, but he would like to share a bed with Tilda and Jess outside of his partner. Harriet is in the beach hut talking about he knows he would have wanted to pick me first. Everybody knows. Harriet, but he didn't pick you. Like, can we pay attention to what's actually happening? He didn't pick you. Focus. Thank you. Io has the most sexual chemistry with Uma outside of Mimi, and Mimi was not impressed by his choice, even though he just pecked her, because they've been down this road before. And they just came from the date where he was like, yep, we're finally out of the triangle. We're not going down that road anymore. I think you should have picked somebody just to save face. But wait, because when Kieran did that, that didn't really work. No, but Kieran's mistake was saying that he saved face. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know your strongest sexual chemistry is with Uma outside of Mimi. But like, why? You know it's a sore spot. Why would you do that? I think Io was damned if he did and damned if he didn't, honestly. I don't think there was going to be a right answer. Because if you picked anybody else, we know it would have been a lie. If you pick Uma, you know she's going to be hurt. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything Io could have done yeah. Because then if you kiss one of the new girls, it's like, well, have you been thinking about the new? Yeah, no. I'm actually with Io on this one. I don't think there was a good way to navigate it. It seems like Mimi's going to have a problem, so we will see if it turns into a problem. Isn't Costa supposed to be coming? Wait a minute now. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Will this make her open to exploring? I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's have a problem. I like this. Let's have a problem. Anyways, guys, I am traveling later on tonight, so I do not know when tomorrow's video will be coming out. Please have some grace, have some patience. I'll get it out to you as early as I will be able to. But until then, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.